Hey guys, TrepChains here on the PTR for Diablo 3 patch 2.6.8, testing out the new Barbarian set, Horde of the 90 Savages. This is a Frenzy based set, so pretty much I've got a primary skill here, Frenzy, doing all of my everything, so everything else on my bar is simply buffs to Frenzy. Early Condi here. So I do find this build can be a little bit squishy, which is kind of why I have so many buffs. I feel like I need them in a lot of cases. Just so I don't die quite as much. I would have liked a little more utility on the build, but yeah, unfortunately, staying alive had to take precedence. I got 2 elites here. Hopefully I can get 3 elites here. Hopefully I can get some Condi on some of them. Would be bit crazy with 3 elites with a squishy build, but I do have a conduit and I did just get my Wrath of the Berserker up, that's what it's called. Totally a good barb here, knowing my skills. Okay. Keep like wanting to pull, but I don't have Ancient Spear. So what I do have on my bar, obviously Frenzy, but also Warcry, Veteran's Warning, Threatening Shout, Falter, Berserker Rage? Battle Rage, sorry, Battle Rage, my bad, Battle Rage, Bloodshed, a Furious Charge, I can't remember what rune I'm using, and obviously my Wrath of the Berserker. So yeah, everything's pretty much a buff, and including Furious Charge, because I need to keep Furious Charge up to be able to keep my Band of Might survivability up, which is really important. I'm just finding this a very squishy build without all these buffs, so running a lot more standard buffs than I would like, just to stay alive. But really, pretty simple. Hit buffs when they're off cooldown or whatever, and just kill stuff with a generator. Probably one of the easiest builds to play. I mean, apart from the staying alive thing, it's not as easy as you'd hope. But really, the concept in it is not difficult to grasp. Oh, I'm dead. I probably didn't charge enough or something. I wasn't really paying attention. Although there is a lot of poison there. Let's just go up here. Kill some trash briefly. So I don't feel like I am playing this in season. I am not making use of the season bonus. I don't think I am. I should check that before I say that. Let's check my cube in just a second. I feel like I did something wrong there. Okay. Details, cube. No, there we go. So I've got 1 weapon, 1 armor, and 1 jewelry in there. So I'm not making use of season buff. I was correct. Good to know. And at 1130 odd Paragon. So it's, you know, it is pretty low Paragon. So I guess the fact I'm doing a 107 isn't too bad, considering that. Not really sure where a level 1100 Paragon should be sitting. But obviously I'm not doing brilliantly here. I'm having a little bit of a struggle But I do like the idea of the build. I do miss my Gen Monk. Oh, now we've got a power. Nowhere to go with it. Take it and run and hope that early on this next map there's something worth using it on. Or not, as the case may be. A little bit of trash, that's it. Not just trash. Wow, what a waste of power. I was gone by the time I found the blues. Oh, more blues. Really a lot else I could have done with that though. Okay. I don't know if that other pack is just a 3-pack or a 5-pack. I kinda can't tell right now. They're illusionists, so they're making it real hard for me. Basically, I just keep charging a little bit to reset my dynamite and just holding down frenzy. And maybe trying to jump out when I see an explosion, you know. Trying not to die too much. Died once, so. Really hope this is all the diamonds. Yes. I don't really have any kind of grouping skill. Just kind of gotta hope that they run to me. But I tried with Ancient Spear and Ground Stomp as well earlier, which I say playstyle wise I prefer. But I was just too squishy, so I had to add Threatening Shout, Falter, and Warcry instead. Try and not be so squishy. Like I went around the right way. That's nice. Got a little yellow here. Hopefully some of that trash will follow to him. My Templar tracks it up there, I guess. Oh. Yellow comes up here to the trash. That works too. There the yellow's going. It's teleporter. It keeps moving. Frenzy, frenzy, frenzy around. Done. The yellow here. Go up and kill a little bit of this trash. That's my yellow friend. I don't want you killing the trash without me. Here I am. Down now. Take my channeling now. I get my Wrath of the Berserker back up quickly. Berserker is very handy. Down fight before channeling. Unfortunately. Go. Plague tunnels. Oh, mobs are nice too. All the trash. Frenzy, 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 and hope. I wouldn't mind another pylon before the boss, but not generally the best map for pylons. Whoa. I was like, I'm just on trash. I'm going to forget to charge. And therefore my mana might went down. Don't do that. Don't get lazy. It's a really easy build to play. Buff, 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 and frenzy. But if you get lazy and you let your buffs drop like I just did, it can be a bit of trouble. Okay. Yellow will take me to the boss. It's worth it actually. It might be worth. Oh, then I got frozen. Also not worth it. I think I could just do this trash up here instead. I don't get frozen trap. Circus back up. Go. Okay. So one of the issues with this build is that the boss is going to take a while. I don't have any stricken in it right now. Perhaps I should. Pushing is probably recommended. I've got the Gogok instead. That extra attack speed being a primary heal. Attack speed is my friend. So yeah, I've got that in there, but you know, you could take it out to stricken to kill this boss a fair bit faster. Oh, make sure I keep up my Bannermite. Technically, it's not that bad. It's just making sure you keep up the buffs and don't get lazy, because just holding down frenzy, so damn easy. Hey, there we go. Ooh. Okay, so that is the new Barbarian Horde of the 90 Savages set at 1130 odd Paragon. Frenzy based set. I'm going to quickly level all my gems here. My gems are also really low, so you see here this Simplicity Strength is at 32. But I was running it in that GR. So if the level of gems is pretty good. Anyways, let's have a quick look at my gear and the build. Okay. Horde of the 90 Savages. So double the effectiveness of shout. So that's also handy for things like Warcry and Threatening Shout, which means it's kind of important to have them on the bar. So each frenzy stack reduces the damage taken by 5%. So when I was running frenzy, I'm not sure if it'll do it when I'm not hitting anything. No. That stack was going up to 10. So that's maxing out there at 50%, 10 times 5%. And then frenzy deals 1,000% increased damage per stack. So again, you know, that's going to like 10,000% on that. So that's like the set and why you'd want to be running it. So roles I have on the gear. Keep in mind that frenzy is a primary skill and that's our main damage dealer. So the spots you will see on gear will be a little different to a lot of others. On the helm, all you really want, strength, vit, crit hit chance, and a secondary resistance is pretty good. On the shoulders, I'm running strength, vit, resistal, and cooldown. Now for solo, area damage might work okay with this build. I just deliberately don't have any area damage on anywhere because of potential PTR lag. So yeah, for now, I'm just running with that. Gloves, I'm running strength, crit hit chance, crit hit damage, and cooldown. I do find the cooldown is important. I don't feel like I have enough cooldown because I'd really like Wrath of Berserker up as much as possible. The damage and survivability is so much better with the up based on what I'm running. Chest armor, I'm running strength, fit, and percent life. Ideally, I'd prefer if that life roll was a resistor, which I can't have on this one because of my secondary resistance, or a reduced damage from elites. But aside from that, percent life isn't a bad thing to have. Okay, pants. One of the spots you can have frenzy damage. Isn't that cool? So strength, fit, frenzy damage on the pants. And boots, strength, fit, resist all armor is pretty useful there. So that's the 6 pieces, and I am wearing all 6 pieces. Okay, supporting legendaries. I've got the Undisputed Champion. So frenzy gains the effect of every rune and deals up to 400% increased damage. The rolls on this belt, and I haven't actually rolled it because honestly I can't be bothered. I don't have many materials here on PTR. Strength, fit, resist all frenzy damage. So the stats you want, obviously the frenzy damage there could be higher, but yeah, wasn't really worth me rolling it for test. And I'm wearing Mortix braces because I am wearing Wrath of the Berserker, or I'm using Wrath of the Berserker to be more precise. So I'm running that with fire skill damage, strength, vitality, and critical hit chance. Okay, onto my jewelry. Running Endless Walk set. So the rolls on this amulet are okay. It's obviously not ancient and they are low rolls, but they're at least the right rolls. Fire skill damage, crit hit chance. Compass rose, they're not even the right rolls. Okay, so crit hit chance is fine, but you'd like a crit hit damage on there. Probably attack speed even would be better than the damage because, you know, I'm on a generator build. Attack speed is a nice thing to have. But a plus damage roll is fine as well. And then Unity. Again, survivability here in solo. I find Unity helpful, and therefore my follower here is also running a Unity to help me survive. Okay. Quick look at my cube. So running Bastion's Revered. So Frenzy. This is how I get my 10 stacks of Frenzy. Now stacks up to 10 times. And hits an additional time per stack. So that's like an extra damage going on there. And then the hits are chaining as well. So, you know, I haven't tried it with area damage because, well, you know, lag on PTR server. But if you did, and if you're in a group with area damage, with these hits, extra hits and chaining, I predict area damage would cause some lag here. I'd say it might be fine in solo, but in group, you know, probably not a good idea. Depth stickers. So Frenzy is a primary skill that generates resource, so it deals 100% additional damage. So straight up damage boost there on my depth stickers. It's been a long time since I've been able to wear them. I miss you, Gen Monk. And finally, Band of Might. This is for my survivability. Every time I'm charging, I'm resetting that and I get that damage reduction. Okay. So, standard gems, running cooldown in my helm, resistance to all in my armor pieces, and critical hit damage in the weapons, which reminds me, I forgot my weapons. So what I'm running here is I'm running Pig Sticker mainly for that lovely attack speed that, you know, a dagger can get. You can see that my main hand right now is at 2.01 attacks per second, whereas my offhand is at 1.72. Okay, so Pig Sticker there mainly for attack speed, and then running Oathkeeper. So your primary skills attack 50% faster and deal up to 200% increased damage. That's really handy. I haven't rolled that. I probably should have rolled that weapon. I could be getting a bit more damage out of that weapon if I rolled that resource cost there to a plus damage roll, which would be preferred. So I'd want that to have 10% damage. I just haven't happened to do it. Okay. Legendary gems. Running Bane of the Trapped. So this is at rank 96 right now on the PTR. So anything under control impairing effects is taking more damage. Running Simplicity Strength because we are a primary skill build, so increasing my primary skills. But it is only at rank 35, well, was at 32 during that run. But it's also, once it's above 25, giving me some healing, which is kind of nice for my survivability. And Gogok. I personally do like Gogok, so I'm getting extra attack speed, extra dodge, and extra cooldown out of it. But as I say, as you go up on this build, might need to consider a stricken for that boss kill time. The other thing, if you're surviving really well and you don't need Unity, Convention of Elements would be a great replacement here. I'd say I just felt like I really had survivability issues on the build, despite having, you know, having my frenzy stack, reducing my damage there and the like as well. I was still, you know, not really happy with survivability, so hence running Unity. Okay. Paragon. So, as mentioned, I don't have area damage in just to avoid PTR lag. I wouldn't recommend it in any kind of group scenario at the moment anyway, even on live. For solo, you can probably try it out anyway. But do have the points in resource cost reduction, life per hit, and gold find. I do have all my points in defense here, all my points in offense, and over in core, I've put all my points in max fury. Not that that's very important for the build. Probably don't need to do that because you're sitting at max fury. It doesn't really help you, so you could maybe take out those points. Definitely need all the points in movement speed though, and the rest I've just got into main stat. Again, as you get higher, you might need to consider some in vitality. Quick look at the skill screen. Running Frenzy Maniac, but you get all runes, Warcry Veteran's Warning, Battle Rage Bloodshed, Threatening Shout Falter, Furious Charge, Merciless Assault, and Wrath of the Berserker, Striding Giant, but again I'm picking up all runes of that one. Running passive skills, Boon of Bull Kathos, Berserker Rage, Ruthless, and Nerves of Steel. Okay, so I'm going to show the clothes here. Greater Rift 107 down on my 1130 Paragon Barbarian, running Horde of the 90 Savages Frenzy build. Thank you very much for watching, and GG!